I want to talk about what's new in the world of records itself, because there's some amazing new releases that are either coming out in the near future or happening right now. And I want to get those up on the screen, and let's talk a little bit about it. Before they were cool, because they haven't been released
There you
yet.
go.
So there we go. Okay, do you want to start?
Yeah, I think the biggest one I would say try to get a pre-order in for this now is there was a band that was a super group called Mad Season. It was Alice in Chains and Pearl Jam kind of smooshed together. And their one and only album they have out is getting repressed. And that's coming out. So that is one that you need to look for. And it's like a limited release of only 1,000. So if you can pre-order that from your record store, do that now if they can pre-order it. I have one pre-ordered. I also have there was a version of it that came out several years ago that I do have, but this is a 2-record set that should sound amazing because they made it out to 2 albums. So that's a big one I would look for. And that's Mad Season Above is what that's called. And then the other big one, which is totally opposite genre, but Tracy Chapman's debut album is actually coming out, getting repressed, which that has not been in press forever. And OG copies of that go into like the 3-figure range.
Yep.
So that's another one that you should try to get, because that's just a great, amazing album. And of course, that's the one that's got Fast Car on it. Everybody should know the Fast Car song, but there is a bunch of other good songs.
It's smart to repress it with the country thing kind of happening.
Yep.
So
yep. I can see why they did it.
Yep.
Those are just the 2 off the top of my head.
There is a bunch of In Excess stuff being reissued by Rhino Records. And this is new vinyl, so it's going to sound really good. You can get In Excess stuff not that expensive on the original vinyl, in worn condition, however. So having these really nice new versions could be really good. And there's 3 in particular. I'm going to have to drop the thing because I can't get it to scroll.
As a side note, while you're doing that, Rhino is killing it here lately with the represses that they're doing.
They are. I agree.
Rhino 1,000% is doing some good stuff. 100, like don't like you wouldn't think, right? But and then a lot of the stuff they're doing too is really good, like audio file quality stuff too. It sounds amazing.
Yeah,
which is not something you would think from Rhino.
But there's 3 albums in particular: Listen Like Thieves, The Swing, and in my opinion, most importantly, Shabu Shaba. I've all got brand new represses available right now through Rhino Records for $25 each. And that's a great price for a brand new vinyl of these. There was right before they exploded to worldwide popularity, although they themselves were all popular albums too. They just were a different level of popularity. And Shabu Shaba in particular is probably my favorite In Excess album. So the fact that you can get a great pressing of that right now for $25 is amazing.
It is.
Yes. The second one, I need to get you a link somewhere. Maybe I can put it in Discord chat here. When we talked about our top 5 favorite albums, my number 2 is Moon Madness by Camel. And it is getting a not vinyl, but 2 CD and 5.1 Blu-ray remastered box set in April. And you can get that for only £28. It was like $35 or something like that. But that is super cheap for a high quality, like mega mix, 5.1 full, 24-bit, 96 whatever audio and everything.
Right.
Plus the new copy of the CD remastered, along with the bonus disc of extras and live stuff, and that is absolutely fantastic.
It's interesting that they're doing the 5.1 surround mix of that, though. That's
It is.
super, because you wouldn't think something like that would.
Oh, this
I mean,
album's
people
going to
are-
be fantastic in 5.1.
Right.
If
Oh,
you
I
know the
bet.
album, it makes perfect
Oh, yeah.
sense. But yes,
Yeah.
doing that work would be a lot of work, and it sounds like by this person named Stephen Taylor, I guess, who's the current audio archivist or whatever for Camel's work. But
Okay.
still,
I mean,
yes,
the name
this
doesn't
is,
sound familiar to me, but
yeah, I am. You know, I love my high quality audio, and we already discussed I love
yeah.
5.1
Yep.
audio. So to have my second favorite album of all time get a 5.1 Blu-ray mix, I just squealed when I got this news and immediately purchased as soon as I
I mean,
could.
that's what I was going to ask.
yeah.
And how long did it take you to pre-order
Yeah,
that?
yeah. But see, here's the fun part. That's not even all. There is one more I want to call out that I'm doing this. And I mentioned my number, well, I can't remember which number it made now, Samandi.
Oh, yeah.
Samandi
I
has
remember
released a new album as a band for the first time in decades. It's amazing. It's available on vinyl cheap, and as part of it, they've reissued all their original stuff on vinyl as well. So it's like the glorious moment of gloriousness for anyone who is a Samandi fan. You can support the band right now financially by purchasing
Right.
these records and get amazing high quality records there. And I've dropped the website for Samandi Official, and it's so good. It's so good. Oh, it's so wonderful when a band like this can come back together with whatever members are left, find amazing musicians. I don't really know the full history of the band members of Samandi, but I know this new album sounds fantastic. And to have that plus the old stuff on vinyl through their website supporting the band, it's just so good. So
And that's the best way. Like, if you want to support the artist you love, order directly through their website if you can, because they'll get. I'm not saying they don't get support if you order it in other ways, but I think to go straight through their website and order it, that really supports the band. So
yeah.
I always try to do that when I can. So.
All right. I had to get that off my chest, but I am so excited. You can see though, between that and I've got a pre-order on the 70th Godzilla from Mondo that's coming out. I've got a couple other things that are happening.
It's a good time to be a record collector right now, just with everything that's coming out.
So why do I need Record Store Day?